Hi guys, myself ANIK IKBAL, SBI PU of 2019 batch. In this video, I will discuss about the preparation strategies for current affairs. I will discuss about the strategies that I have followed to crack the exam. And by following this strategy, I have cracked multiple exams like SBI PO on the first hand, then IBPS PO, IBPS clerk, and RRB PO also. In bank exams, you don't have to do hard work, you have to do smart work. So, if you want to really crack the bank exams, you need to be smart, you need to do your work smartly. So, I will discuss about the various tips in a very brief manner. So, let's move on to the next slide. So, first of all, the first thing when you start preparation for banking is the key areas to focus. So when you try to understand the syllabus of the current affairs, you will find that the questions that come in the exams are basically from national and international events, banking and finance, sports, awards, and other general awareness related things which you will come to find in the newspapers and news and articles and everything. And apart from that, about 7 to 10 questions come from static awareness. I will also discuss about that. So first thing is the syllabus, understand your syllabus, and what is the importance of current affairs in the exam. So you see, current affairs is the most important part of your exam. Current affairs decides your selection in exam, because in maths and reasoning and English you can attempt a limited number of questions. Means you can attempt up to suppose 22 of 30 questions, 20 of 30 questions, and those are time taking and uncertain. But in current affairs, if you prepare thoroughly about the last 6 months to 1 year of the question, 1 year is more than enough to prepare. Always remember that 1 year is always enough to prepare. Maximum and minimum 6 months. Minimum 6 months you should prepare, and if you are able to prepare, then 1 year is more than enough. So let's see importance. Why it is important? Because current affairs is such a subject that where you can score 30 out of 30 or 50 out of 50, or how many the questions are, and these are less time taking because it is a scoring subject. You can score any amount of marks based upon your preparation. So that's the importance of current affairs, because it decides your selection. Next, how to follow the current affairs. What is the daily routine? So my suggestion to you all is that first create a daily reading habit. See, you don't have to follow the manual newspapers and like this. The soft copies of the Hindu, the Economic Times are also available in the website. So they every day they update their website, and you can read the news, only the basic headlines. You don't have to go deep. Only the headlines. Remember, only the headlines of the economy and the Economic Times and the Hindu. Next, what you can do is you can follow monthly magazines from Banking Service Chronicles. It is the best. BSc Chronicles, I have also followed this, and monthly PDFs by Bankers Adda. These two things I have followed. Based upon your preparation, you can follow other materials also. But if you can follow the Hindu, the Economic Times newspaper, and for monthly magazines you follow Banking Service Chronicles and monthly PDFs by Bankers Adda, this will be sufficient. And the third strategy is, which is a part of your routine, is note making. When you study, when you read these things, also create a daily note with along with date. Create daily note along with a date. Means if you are preparing on 16th of August, then on the copy on your notebook write this date along with the year 2024 and follow this routine. Make a brief note every day. This will help you to revise the important topics before the exam, because before the exam you will not be able to revise all the PDFs. So every day create a note, make a note of what you read from the Hindu, the Economic Times, which you feel important for the exam. Then you will be able to revise this every day. So how to use the online resources? See, online resources are everywhere. So there are lots of resources, and you may get confused where to study, from where to study. So the first reliable resource is the YouTube channels. Don't go for random YouTube channels. Go for Bankers Adda, an academy or textbook. They have courses specially designed. These are actually experienced channels, and these channels have experienced faculties also. They are specially designed current affairs courses. You can avail them. Those are for free in YouTube. Then if you want to prepare every day, then you can install these mobile apps like Adda 247. It is the best. This is the app that I have used. You can use Grade App also, Textbook app also. In Adda 247, what happens is every day there are a set of 10 to 15 questions every day. Those are daily quizzes. You will find it in the app, daily quizzes, and these quizzes are based on all the topics, means all the subjects. Now you will find quiz on English, you will find quiz on maths, and you will find quiz on reasoning. You will find the quiz on current affairs. Therefore, you can give these quizzes of 10 to 15 questions, and the important topics are covered in the quizzes. So this will help you get updated every day and follow this. This is what I have followed. And other websites you can also, that I've already discussed in the last slide. You can follow the Hindu and the Economic Times. You can also follow another website that is a bit lengthy. I will not suggest, but if you get time, if you get to manage time, then you can follow Affairs Cloud also. Affairs Cloud is also a very good source to prepare for the current affairs. And next thing is the revision strategy. I will try to emphasize on the third point. Never try to learn the questions and answers. What I mean is, every month you will get about 200 to 500 questions based upon the topics. So I'll suggest not to try to learn the questions. I'll just try to read and understand like a story, like you memorize. This way you can memorize the topics, and this will be remembered. You can remember for a long time. But if you try to learn the questions like questions and answers, then you will forget on the very next day. So never try to learn the question and answers. Try to read and understand like a story. Next is what you have learned in the morning, try to revise at night before sleeping. That will be the best strategy to remember current affairs. Means if you try to read, if you have read in the morning, then before sleep just revise once again. Okay. And mock tests will also help to assess your knowledge. You can subscribe mock tests from various available websites. This is based upon your choice which mock tests you want to follow. So mock tests are also very helpful to assess your knowledge, how much you have learned, how much you can remember. This way you can find your shortcomings and you can improve those things. Next, sample questions. This is a part of the mock test. And past papers. Analyze the past papers for pattern recognition. Means you see the syllabus, the type of questions that comes in the banking exams get updated time to time. The pattern gets updated, the syllabus stays the same, but the question patterns gets updated with time. So what you have to do is analyze the last year questions and just find out the pattern of the exam. See, in 2019 when I have given the exams, the questions were mainly from based upon 1 to 6 months, and there were very less questions on static awareness. But what I have seen in the past few years and the past few exams, the questions are more or less very critical, and the questions are not coming directly like they used to come in 2019 and 2020. The questions are not coming directly. They are more or less given indirectly, and you have to remember everything and learn everything. So in short, I can tell you that questions are getting difficult by time. So how to remember and how to read this change? The first thing you have to do, for example, if there is a question, just for your reference, if there is a question that when will be the next Olympics be held and where? When will be the next Olympics be held and where? So the basic thing is Olympics held. So what you have to learn is, you have to learn the year, obviously the next 2028. Where will be held? The country. Earlier, just these things, if you have read just these things, it would have been sufficient. But now what you have to read is, relating to this country, you have to learn the basic details also, which who is the president of this country or prime minister of this country. Means you have to be aware about everything. The most important thing is now the time management, when you have to study and how to study. Guys, kindly allocate a daily fixed time for current affairs. The best time that I will suggest is in the morning, 6 a.m. 8 a.m. like we did newspapers. This is the best time according to me, because when you wake up your brain is fresh in the morning, and you can memorize and learn all the things very easily as compared to the night study. So allocate, but according to your comfort you can allocate this time for current affairs. I will suggest the best time in the morning, because at that time the news in the Hindu and economic times also get published, so this will be the best time. Also, avoid overloading. Balance current affairs with other subjects. What I mean by this is, see, this is the slot 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. So what you have to do is allocate this time frame and read these things only. Don't try to read from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then ignore other subjects. See, current affairs is a scoring subject, and allocating just 2 hours for current affairs in the day will be sufficient. Just avoid overloading, and with overloading it also means avoid multiple websites and multiple sources to study. See, only 2 or 3 sources for your preparation will be sufficient. Like, follow the newspapers, the Hindu and Economic Times, and Bankers Adda, or textbook, or but don't try to prepare all, or don't try to prepare from all of the websites. So this way you will just get haphazard, and you will be clueless about the preparation. So according to your preparation, which you find good, which you find compatible with, just prepare from those sources only. Final tip: consistency is the key. Follow the daily routine strictly. Don't change your strategy. Change the strategy based upon your performance. When you give the mock test, then only you change your strategy. After mock test, if you find your weakness, where your weakness is, then change your strategy. But fix to a daily routine and be consistent and stay updated. Keep updating your knowledge until the exam. The last tip is about, before 1 week of the exam, stop learning new things. This Before 1 week of them, just revise the syllabus, what you have noted in your notebook, and attempt mock tests, and attempt mock tests, mock tests. So this will be the best strategy, best thing to do just before the exam. Don't try to learn new things, because question paper will already have been set before 1 week of the exam. So don't try to read or learn new things. This will really waste your time. Just revise the notebooks, what you have prepared, and the materials that you have. According to that, just revise and attempt mock tests, just to brush up and your current affairs. So guys, basically I have discussed all the things in a very short manner, very brief manner, and I hope this will help you a lot in your upcoming current affairs exam. So follow this strategy, and hopefully I am sure that this will help you a lot. Just kindly let me know if you have anything else to discuss with, any strategy to discuss with, and kindly like, share, and comment in my video, so that I can guide you and guide you properly, and I'll definitely try to answer your questions. Just comment your query or doubt below the video, and thank you for watching this video.